Good morning, Dubai. Happy Sunday. Happy International Women's Day. Welcome back to the Love of Dubai Daily Life, where we talk about the trending stories. Before we get into our stories, I want to talk about the fact that it is International Women's Day, and today I'm going to be down at Dubai Internet City to interview the first woman who has summited Everest from the northeastern ridge. Her name is Dolores Al-Shalla, the first Arab woman, and we're going to have like a fireside chat. She's going to be talking about the struggles to get down, actually, just as interesting as the struggles to get up. She's talking about raising awareness for climate action. She's also talking about gender inequality in mountaineering. So if you've ever been interested about mountaineering or reaching the summit of Everest, or you want some inspiration from a very inspiring woman, that we're going to be down there from 5:30 or 6 p.m. today in Bistro in Internet City. So definitely join us. And we have an article about that up on Love of Dubai with more details. So if you want to know more about it, check it out. Today on the show, we're going to be talking a lot about the coronavirus. The numbers have jumped over the weekend. We're going to be talking about a video that went viral. It's got nearly 10 million views on TikTok about the relatableness of the Covid-19 and how we're all kind of reacting to it. And we're also going to be talking about a dream fulfilled for a 7-year-old boy. His name is Abdullah, and his dream was to meet His Highness Sheikh Hamdan. So we're going to talk about that at the end. But first of all, we'll jump into the news that broke over the weekend. Covid-19, the number is growing. So the total number of cases in the UAE is now at 45. So the Ministry of Health and Prevention, that's the MOHAP, they announced 15 new coronavirus cases. This was on Friday, and that's the last update we had. So that kind of brings the total of cases in the country up to 45. So in a statement, the ministry also mentioned that there are 2 Chinese patients, aged 38 and 10, who were previously diagnosed with the virus, and now they have made a full recovery, which is brilliant. And that brings the total number of recoveries in the UAE up to 7. So the MOHAP confirmed that the 13 new cases, 13 of the new cases arrived from abroad, from countries, and they are kind of getting monitoring, and kind of all of these cases are getting strict medical care. And the cases came from people traveling from Thailand, China, Morocco, India, Saudi, and they're also UAE nationals. And all confirmed cases monitored are said to be in a stable condition, and as they are also being provided with the all necessary healthcare around the clock. The ministry has also advised all of us to please remember, avoid direct contact with people in public, in particular cheek and nose greetings, shaking hands, kissing and hugging. And what's interesting about that is, I don't know if you've seen the videos going viral, but I've seen videos TikTok about how people are greeting each other now. Chai, have you seen? Morning, Chai. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Elbow bump.
Elbow bump. That's interesting. Have you guys seen? So now we're kind of adjusting to COVID-19, and I've seen guys do kind of like the toe bumps. It looks like a dance. I started doing fist bumps, but I guess that's not.
But then you're still contact, right?
It's still contact.
Elbow.
It's elbow bump. There's people doing toe bumps. So there are ways that you can greet people without spreading the virus. Also, just want to talk about the numbers. So we're hearing that it's gone up to 106,000 cases worldwide. However, there have been over 60,000 recoveries. So as we see the numbers grow, this is kind of a reminder not to panic, and the UAE is constantly telling us not to panic. The recoveries are growing more than the actual cases being announced. So that is something to remember if you are nervous, if you are a kid or and you're not going to school because of the coronavirus, and you think the numbers are jumping up and up, just do remember that the recoveries are also jumping up. And also there's been a lot of fake news going around over the weekend, and the authorities are doing their best to stamp it out. So if you are getting information on WhatsApp groups, if you're hearing rumours, one I heard, and it's one that the RTA have had to stamp out as well, is that they were fining people for wearing masks on the RTA. And the rumour going around was that it was a 600 dirham fine for wearing a mask. That is not true. The RTA have come out and said it's not true. You have been advised that it's not in your best interest to wear an N95 mask. We spoke about it on the show the last day because wear it if you're a health worker, or if you are caring for someone, or if you have the disease and you don't want to spread it. However, if you are wearing an N95 mask just for the sake of it, it could actually cause respiratory problems. So just don't do it. But the rumour about RTA banning them is totally untrue. It's fake news, so just not true. And we'll move on to our next story. So this is kind of interesting. It's basically Emirates want you to be able to travel, but they're also very aware of the situation at the moment. So what they're doing is they're allowing passengers to delay or adjust their travel dates without imposed fees. And this was announced on Saturday by Emirates Airline, who said they will their waiver policy, where it will be providing customers more flexibility, choice, and value for all tickets booked from Saturday, March 7 until March 31. So the new policy covers all existing destinations across the Emirates network and allows passengers the choice of changing your travel dates without an imposed reissuance fee. The waiver will provide Emirates customers with peace of mind, obviously, and that's if you decide to change your travel plans due to the evolving COVID-19 situation. Travellers will be able to alter your booking to any date for travel within an 11-month date range in the same booking class without any penalties, which is pretty good. However, the difference in fare will apply. So of course, obviously, if you are looking at a different date that's more expensive, then you can know that that fee will apply. But I think it's really amazing that Emirates are allowing a date change starting from Saturday up until the end of March. So basically giving customers, if you need to travel, it's giving you peace of mind, letting you change your date, which is amazing in this kind of onshore time, especially if you're off, if you do have your midterm break at the moment and want to travel, you don't want to incur a hefty fine, which could happen. Maybe check with Emirates that that's the way to go about it. What they're basically trying to do is give all customers peace of mind. And this moment, in this kind of scary time, we appreciate that. Still talking about COVID-19, Mad Shads is a Dubai comedian, and he is trying to, I guess, show what we're all like in this situation. We'll watch the video in a second, but I know that we're talking about we're all very careful with our hands. Just everyone I see at the weekend is talking about washing their hands. Everyone is carrying hand sanitizer. I remember at the weekend seeing people like clutching handrails, and Chai's like holding up his sanitizer. I know I have about 3 or 4 in different bags. Seeing people clutching handrails, I was like, "What are you doing? You can't clutch handrails anymore.
Don't touch anything.
Don't touch anything." But I think we're all being probably as excessive as we should be. But can we turn on this video from Mad Shads, because it got 10 million views on TikTok.
I say, oh my God, I see a coughing guy. Wash your hands, my dear, and keep them both from mine. You know I blocked my breath when you were passing by. Now you should go and buy the mask in 95. And I'll give you tissues, please do sneeze inside. Cause oh my, your mouth's like a crocodile's. Ooh, your forehead sweating, your fever seems high. I'd wear a mask, but what about my eyes? So don't you sneeze on me, cough on me, talk to me, no.
So that's the chorus. I mean, I don't think it's time to be laughing about the virus at all, but I think if you listen to the words, everything in that situation is relatable. That if you see someone coughing or sneezing, you're like, have you been tested? Are you getting tested? And that's just the kind of final thing we'll say on COVID-19 this morning is don't panic. If you are not feeling well, if your fever is running high or you are coughing or sneezing, I do recommend, just for your own peace of mind, to go and get tested. It's amazing the authorities here are keeping us safe, following the strictest guidelines. We know that because schools have shut. We know that because they advise the public not to travel unless it's necessary. And also the fact that all COVID-19 related illnesses are free in the country, which is fantastic. And we'll move on to our final story. A boy with stage 3 cancer has just had his wish come through. So Abdullah Hussain is a 7-year-old kid from Hyderabad, India, and he basically loves his